And yay, save time.
Yay!
I'll go ahead and save over that slot. I should probably save multiple slots.
Yeah, because
since it's the start of the game.
well, that's the prologue tutorial thingy. So there you go.
In Chapter 1, the battle begins. Actually, what time are we at? 21 minutes. We can go a little longer.
Yeah. I was going to say that the entire game is split up into chapters, and each chapter is a battle. From most Fire Emblem LPs that I've seen, they've split it up by chapter, although late in the game the chapters are very long. Anyway, good morning, Ike. Today's your first day as a professional soldier, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm ready to go. Why does it look like... Oh, that's not a bed. Okay, because I was going to say, it looks like there's something that looks like a spike on that bed.
No. It isn't.
What you are is late. The others were suited up and ready at the break of dawn. Sorry. I'll get up earlier from now on. So, what's my first job? I'm taking you to Titania right now. Wait outside until we're done. Yes, sir.
Very well, Commander Grail. Shall we continue?
You were telling me about some bandits that needed taken care of, weren't you?
Correct. The request comes from a nearby village. According to our reports, the bandits are not all that strong. I think it best if I ride out and take a look. I plan on taking Oscar and Boyd along with me.
Just the brothers? Go ahead and add Ike to your team. Shinon, Yatri, and I can handle the other two jobs easily enough. Titania, I'm leaving Ike in your care. I'm trusting you to show him the ropes.
Oh, I'll show him the ropes, Commander.
That sounds very scary.
Okay, understood, Commander. Come on, Ike. Let's get you set up.
Alright, my first job.
I could have made that entire dialogue sound so much
I know,
worse.
that sounded, yeah. Captain Titania, preparations are complete and I'm ready to go.
Impeccable timing. It's nice to know we can always count on you to be at the ready, Oscar.
Don't forget about me, I'm ready for action. I can tell already you're about to get owned.
Is that so, Boyd? That's a surprise.
Yeah, saw that coming a mile away. Ha! Not today, it isn't. As of today, I'm going to be the absolute model of perfection. I need to set a good example for Ike.
And that is such a lie.
I'll take your word for it. Your first campaign at last. I know you've wanted this for a while. Are you nervous, Ike? I think I was more nervous last night. I could hardly sleep. This morning, I'm feeling pretty good. It's the calm before the storm. You should try to relax. You're not going to be out there alone. Yeah, you're right.
Right. Everyone ready? Let's go.
Oh yeah, and by the way, as for the delays in the text, there's not really much I can do about that because the hoppage has such a bad lag. So that's why it takes so long when it like switches over. So yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? Almost all of those bandits handily use swords. Alright, let me explain what's going on. This is a map of Chaldea. They've hired us to drive off some bandits. We're the blue marks here. The red dots are the bandits. There aren't many of them, but we can't get careless. The one in front of the building up north is their leader. so fierce. Our mission is to take him out and recapture that building.
Ike, listen up. All this stuff is news to me, but I can give a rookie like you a few tips. So you're telling me you've never been sent on a mission against bandits before?
Well, he says this stuff is
old news. I missed that. This is what I get for sitting so close to the TV screen. First off, don't let yourself get worked up and jump out in front of everyone. You'll just end up getting hurt. Don't try to do too much, Ike. When things get dangerous, you can and should rely on us. As long as you watch how the enemy moves carefully, you'll be fine. Think of this as a training mission. I'll do that. Oscar, Boyd, thanks for your help. Don't mention it. Just sit back and watch how a professional handles things. Boyd, you sound... And Boyd and Ike both remind me too much of Naruto.
Oh man, well, that's actually kind of accurate if I think about it. Enough chit-chat, you three. We've got work to do.
I swear, if one of them says believe it, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh man. Ike, before you engage an enemy, take a good look at its weapon. At his weapon. The weapon you use often determines who has the upper hand in a fight. And I've told you this before. For example, the axe I'm wielding serves me well against lances, but it fares less well against swords. Except for, I'm a paladin, which means I'm going to be an experience whore and steal all of the experience if you let me go out first. Actually, it's true. There's always an experience whore in every single Fire Emblem game, and it's always the paladin. So my suggestion for this chapter, don't use Titania unless... well, just avoid using her. You are beginning out, but try to not use her too much because it's easy to use her a lot because she's the next class up, I guess. So.
All right. And my lance is great against swords, but not against axes. And to complete the triangle, my sword. It's strong against axes, but weak against lances, right?
Yes, exactly. Sorry. If you can remember that, you'll be more effective in combat.
That's just the basics, though. This will come in handy soon enough, so don't forget it. Swords over axes. I won't forget. Not if I remember that I'll always have the advantage over you, Boyd. Do you think you could maybe find a different way of remembering? Yeah, thanks.
And one more thing, don't forget to visit the locals. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good too, because they give you things like money and items and like good weapons, and there's also sometimes where you can actually gain characters from visiting houses in certain chapters.
Nice.
So, actually, there is a chapter in this game where you do recruit one of my favorite units by visiting a house. So, do that when you can. There is one house in this chapter that I don't think I've been able to visit before the bandits destroyed it. So, yeah, bandits can destroy houses, by the way. So, there you go.
Alright.
We're here to help after all. The villagers should welcome our presence.
Okay, so I take it...
Yay, and then you start.
We can just move right over and attack him, correct?
Yes. All the units are spread apart, in a way that it's not too hard. You can basically leave most units just out in the open, and they won't get too hurt. It's just later when there's like huge mobs of enemies, you want to try and spread, like make a line, or you want to act more defensively because you don't want to have the same unit get knocked, hit, continuously get hit.
Yeah.
And then have them lose all their HP.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to attack you with my millions of iron swords. Alright, I can start turning these off now. Alright.
Yeah, like I said, these kind of get long. You can turn them on or off as you feel, but whatever.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Go to, yeah. Or you can just set them all to off as well. So.
I think I'm going to do that.
Well, I was going to say go back one menu. Go back one, and there's just an option that says on, off, individual. So you can just say off, and it will turn off even like all the new units off. So
that works.
There you
go. Okay, so I suppose, can I just move him right to where Ike's standing, or can I not do that?
You can't do that. You have to do it on another side.
Just wondering.
Yeah. Also, as a quick heads up, I'm saying this, I guess, out of curiosity, do you want me to tell you about future chapters that are important to keep in mind now? Like, or do you just, again, want to go through this more as me as a guide?
Maybe
for each chapter?
As long as it doesn't contain any spoilers, so.
Yeah, it's not too spoilerific, so, one of the things that's interesting about Fire Emblem is that your main character, like in this game, it's Ike, but in every Fire Emblem game, the main character, if the main character dies, it is game over. You cannot let them die. But at the same time, you cannot, just avoid using them at all, because there are always at the end of the game or near the end of the game, there is a main character specific battle. So if they are under-leveled, you will be screwed. So,
alright.
Admittedly, one of the things I've done, especially early in the game, is that I have used Ike almost exclusively, just so that he can get as much experience. But in this game particularly, it's much easier to just use him, because he's relatively good, even though he's relatively low-leveled at the beginning of this game. So, let's see. Oh, don't forget to, you can visit the House of Titania.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on using her for any attacks, so that's why I'm just leaving her there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would use Titania to visit a lot of the houses. So that's just what I would do. Also, as you can kind of tell...
oh, I have extra movement?
Okay, so horses are cool because after you've moved them once, you can move them again. If they have leftover amount of spaces.
So can I even just attack again?
You can't attack again. It's more like an extra move. So one of the things that you can do is that you can attack and you can kind of do a hit and run. Except for me, I've never had enough spaces to do that effectively. One of the things you can do though is that if there was another unit that was close by, you could have Oscar move and then have that other unit come and attack in the same spot.
Ah, you're with the mercenaries, right? Thank you for coming. We've heard a lot about you. Here, take this weapon. We're farmers, not fighters. Maybe you'll get some use from it. Yay!
Yay! Oh yeah, definitely give that to Ike. Wait, go stand next to Ike so that you can give that to him.
Alright.
So something else you can do is that you can have characters trade items with each other. So like in that case, Titania can't use swords, so it's kind of useless just sitting on a person. So you can go and have her stand next to Ike, and she can give it to Ike.
What's going on out there? Is that some sort of army? Ha! Bunch of mercenaries looking for their next meal. The villagers must have hired them. Listen up, lads. Hurt them and hurt them bad. We let this bunch live and we'll have hordes of hired swords hounding us the rest of our days. It's those fools.
Also, as note.
Go ahead.
Something else that I find kind of hilarious. Almost all of the bad guys look absolutely ugly. Like, well, yeah, and then there's characters later that don't, but, whatever.
That sounds pretty typical of anything out of Japan. Except for maybe Final Fantasy. Sometimes, with Sephiroth.
Well, yeah. Well, then you have characters like Luz from
Yeah.
anime and Like, dude,
Except Lust
he
is kind of
fulfills the
intentionally
evil
not
sexy.
ugly, so...
Yeah, I guess so.
It's those fool villagers. They think they can buy a bunch of cell swords to chase us away. It ain't gonna work out how they wanted. All they get for their trouble is a bunch of ruined houses. Tear them down, boys. That'll teach them.
And that is the
One
house
axe
you'll
swing.
never be able to find out. And it burns down a whole house!
Oh, you should not have done that, bro.
So, something else with Fire Emblem is that there's different classes of units, obviously. So there's, like, the horseback units, like Oscar and Titania. And so their primary advantage, again, is, like, speed, and they're very, useful in general. And holy cow, Ike, you think you got enough iron swords there? I forgot that he comes fully stocked. Anyways, give him the steel
I guess
sword.
I can't.
Just
I guess I
straight
can't put the iron sword like somewhere else. Like.
Yeah. So what it is as you can see here, is that you're allowed 4 weapons and then 4 general items.
Okay.
Later in the game, you'll get a merchant who will actually, if you overflow on items, like you go to visit a house but your item space is full, you'll just send it to the merchant. But until then, you have very limited item space. So, yeah. Oh, it wants to explain rescue. Rescuing is actually pretty handy as well. So rescuing, what it is that it's when a heavier unit, like the horse units, can actually pick up another character and rescue them, essentially. So, like, if you have a healer that went and healed one of your characters but is in danger of being hit, you can either have another unit go and pick them up, and that way they'll be protected. But in exchange, because they have an extra unit with them, their speed and maybe their speed goes down. It's only like a couple points, though.
Alright.
But their stats are lowered in some way or another, so you don't need to in this instant, but just
Alright.
so you know.
I'm gonna go ahead and move you to this house since you don't have the advantage here. I can't go in the house? That's sad.
You should be able to, especially for that one. Just press B and you'll go back to, you won't have to force him to stand there. That's weird. I thought you could visit that house. What is this?
I can always have him go visit that one.
Is the door closed? Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, the door is
like
closed, so maybe that affects things.
Yeah. I was like... But yeah, so you can only visit houses that have the door open.
Alright.
So...
I'm gonna have you go visit that one then.
Yeah. Since those bandits took over, we can't even sleep at night. Please, help us save our village. Here, my mother left me this. I hope it serves you well.
And I got a seraph robe. I'm guessing I'm hoping I pronounced that right.
Yeah, that's one of the, like, permanent status change items, kind of like, it's like the, vitamins in Pokemon, where it permanently changes your status. So the Seraph Robe gives you more, I think 7 more points of HP. Because Boyd and Oscar have so much HP, I would not give it to them, although, I would normally give it to Ike, but the thing is that by the end of the game, he has so much HP anyways, it doesn't really matter. I would say maybe save it for either one of your mages or healers, because normally mages and healers don't get a lot of HP, and especially early in the game, they're really great once you get them trained up, but at the beginning, they're so fragile sometimes.
Alright, let's see. I think I'm going to, have those two go off and kill that guy. And I'm going to make Ike wait for Titania and send them as a group.
Okay.
My work here is done. This house is totaled. Time to move on to bigger things.
You don't say.
Now I smash some mercenaries.
I smashed me some mercenaries.
Oh, you failed epically.
Yeah, most bandits aren't that marvelous in the way of stats. Aha, perfect!
You idiot, moving closer to me.
Oh, something else. So one of the things, once you're done with Ike, okay, go down to Titania, press the Y button with your cursor hovering over one of your characters. You will be prompted with all of their stats and the items that they're given. So the personal data is like their normal, like just their basic stats. The kind of gray colored box is their stats plus the weapon that they have equipped. Go to the next page, use the stick. There's 3 pages of information. So on this page is, build is how much they can take, and that affects the rescues. The type is their race, which is either Bjork or Lagus, we'll get into those later, and Knight. And then weapon level determines how well they can use a weapon. So, for example, Titania is not a great example, but since she's a C with lances, that means that if she were given a lance that was of an A class, I guess, she wouldn't be able to use it because her level isn't high enough. Under the right hand where it says capacity and, excuse me while I try and read that.
Yeah.
Citizen, that's like a skill. Press Y and it'll prompt you with a help button so that you can check what everything means. So like counter, so that tells you what that skill does. And it costs, 10 points because of the capacity. Capacity varies by unit. The heavier units like the horse ones and the heavy armor units have more capacity. Also on the top right it says move and wait. Move is how many spaces it can move, and wait affects whether that unit can be rescued or not. So since it's 31, she can't exactly be rescued by much. She basically would just... Oh, and also shoving. Shoving is also important, as we talked about before. And then you can go to the next page as well. Oh man, attributes. I hope I can get this right. You can probably look at the help for that, but I think attribute affects which statuses are affected when you do supports, but we'll talk about those later. Yeah, a lot of this depends on supports, and again, supports we won't get to until I think another several chapters later. So, just so you know.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you now.
Yeah, see that damage? 21 times 2? In every Fire Emblem game, you are given a paladin, basically as the, kind of the savior of the group. So if you get really badly stuck, your paladin can just whoosh in and kill everything.
Oh, you failed epically once more. This bandit here is just a fail in every aspect.
Failure!
Ah, Oscar.
But you get two hits, so there you go.
I know, but he took damage because of that. You could have done better. Oh, that's nice.
I would say be wary of Oscar's HP, because it is at 10. I don't know what that swordsman is going to do, but just be wary again.
Alright, hang on. Can I bee this out and go check this guy, please? Or is he just not going to move until I attack him?
You
He can't move?
Yeah. With the boss units that are hovering over the the blinking square, they will not move. So, because what it is that's if you see on the upper right hand corner of the screen, go ahead and hit wait, and then you see it. Oh, or you can let the enemy, and then the enemy can go. That works practice.
Alright, I should definitely heal you now.
Yes, that kind of, I sat there and went, oh look, first
that
character
was
death.
kind of scary.
Anyways, yeah, no, that's why this game can be a little, make your heart race at times. Anyways, so in the top left-hand corner, it says clear seas. That is your goal. So sometimes it's going to say clear defend for X amount of turns, or clear defeat X number of enemies. Usually it's all of them.
Okay.
And in this case with seas, if you have to put one your main character unit on top of the red blinking square, and then hit seas.
I'm gonna go ahead and heal you anyway once you get over there. I'm just like going everywhere. Alright, you're at low HP, so I don't want to use you. Go and kill!
Kill, Titania! Kill!
Ah, it looked like it hurt.
Yeah, I think that was a critical hit that you just landed. Yay!
Yes,
useless
do wait.
Weapon! And then just have Oscar use a vulnerary. Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay. And let's see. I kind of feel like healing you again before I use you. There we go.
And then if you want to, you can just hit the end. If you don't want to move any of your units, you can press what is it? Press A on the empty space.
Okay.
Whenever you feel like not moving your units.
Alright. I'll have you wait there, and let's see. How about Boyd and Titania? You both go crazy.
Well, be careful though, because he only has one spot in front of him. Wait! Don't do anything yet. So I have a suggestion as your friendly tactician. What I would do is that I would have Titania move. Well, depends on how much damage Titania does. Check and see how much damage Titania does. Really quick. I would have said by going up, just walking up to the bad guy, but 22. Okay. And then just say attack, but then use the Iron Axe is what I would, because what I would suggest doing is kind of using the boss to grind for experience points, because one of the things that's special about the blinking red spaces is that it will heal a little bit of HP at the beginning of the enemy's turn.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
One of the things that I've actually done in this game before is that I have actually just sat there and attacked the boss for experience, and then pulled back, let the boss recover HP, and then keep on doing that. And I've actually sat down and done that for long periods of time, just so that I could get characters at ridiculous levels in the game. Not that I would suggest you doing that now again, because you're trying to do this blind.
Yeah.
But also, killing bosses grants you tons of experience points. So what I would also suggest, don't let Titania deal the last blow. Have either Ike or Boyd or Oscar or someone else do it instead, and use Titania, if you can, to just weaken him.
So, Iron Axe, go. You looking for something, fool? You looking for a fight? Do I look like I'm looking for anything else? You came to the right place. I'll give you a tussle. And...
as Titania is just like,
wow.
oh.
That didn't work in the slightest.
Yeah. It's alright. That's why I was suggesting that what you do is that you look at the stats first, and then you just do the math like, okay, Titania is going to kill you, so I'm just not going to use you at all, or stuff like that. It's alright. It's the first chapter of the game. It's not going to affect much.
Alright.
So, I'm just, I can be a little bit picky in how I play Fire Emblem. So if you want to, you can totally disregard me.
Erg, I'm meant for better than this. I don't want to die here. Except you did.
Sucks for you. Except you're dead. Oh look, I got another iron axe. You could probably just toss the iron axe or the iron sword. You can toss one of those. Do not toss the steel axe. The steel axe has a better attack. So.
Let's see. I will toss this. And yay, I can move uselessly because things are done now. Unless there's a guy over here.
Yeah. No. So at this point, the only thing you have to do is that you just have to move Ike to the blinking red spot and have him seize it. It'll show up as a menu command when you see it.
I'm going to have you move in a circle. Whee!
Yay! That's one of the fun parts of this game.
Oh, come on. Move in a circle.
Yeah, it's because what happens is that it goes by the number of spaces that you can move. So if you move beyond that, it'll just automatically go to a straight line. Seize!
Yay!
Hooray! That's the end of it. Ike, are you alright?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You know, you surprised me to think that you've come so far.
Look at my father, though. I've still got such a long way to go.
I'm gonna be the next Hokage! There's nothing you can do about that. After all, Commander Grail is...
Oh, you did read. Okay. Huh? What about my father?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Now I'm really curious. You would be.
Spoilers. Don't worry, you'll learn all about it someday.
I like Ike's reaction.
Dot, dot.
Hey, Ike. That wasn't bad for your first battle. Not as flashy as my first time, though. Yeah, you were a real standout. I'll never forget the sight of you so keyed up when you broke your own axe.
Lol.
Oscar, dang it, you didn't have to bring that up. Anyway, Ike, congrats on finishing your first mission. Welcome to the group.
Everyone's alright? Then let's get going. I'm sure Mist has a nice hot meal waiting for us.
That sounds very, very yummy. And I'm going to definitely save in multiple slots just in case, you know, something goes bad and we need to redo the episode, so.
Yep, because we've gone through that multiple times before.
Oh yes, Kirby. Kirby has no save in multiple slots function, and that gets really fun when I have to play through the entire game in order to do another take.
Yep.
I still have to do that. And I guess that is where we will be ending because we are like past an hour into the recording. I might just split this episode into two, so.
Yep, yeah, again, yay, I love this game, I'm excited.
Anyway, this has been Sensei Mewtwo12345.
And Sakura One Irving.
And I guess it's kind of hard to call it a gaming lesson when I don't know what I'm doing, so. See you next time.